Ay, so yes. Hapsay pinutaan nino. Kaysa ato sa office.
Okay, na pa mga trabaho, wala mo dala.
Yes, tas upis mo mo upis mo.
Kaya di ka bumangko ni Ganda.
Kapoy ka nila.
Tagira.
Nine.
Naka-on na agaan. Microphone.
Hello, good morning sa tanan. Kumusta mo mga ma'am and sir? So I hope your day is doing great. So maghuwat sa ta sa pag-start sa atong event. So for now, just stay chill, relax, and enjoy the convenience of your home. So if you have queries, if you have questions and comments, feel free to type on the chat box. Makita na nato sa kilid na Q&A diha mga ma'am and sir. Again, if you want to type a question, a message, or comment, just chat on the chat box, Q&A chat box. Okay? So thank you.
Yan, ito.
Okay, ma'am and sir, makita ba nato ang screen? Kita ba ninyo? So you can chat on the Q&A chat box if makita nato ang screen. Okay, so shall we start? All right. A wonderful morning to everyone. Thank God for this beautiful day is given to continue our mission and our passion despite the pandemic. There are a lot of reasons to be grateful for, and one of which is the life God amazingly created. Regardless of what's happening in our society and all over the world, we carry on with our activities. So today, I welcome you all to our virtual orientation on mental health management protocol for Haganat teaching and non-teaching staffs. My respect to Haganat District Supervisor, Mrs. Isidora Codilla, all principals and school heads of Haganat District, both elementary and secondary department, of course, to all our speakers this morning, and lastly, to all our teaching and non-teaching staffs. To start with, let us all sing the Philippine National Anthem and Awit sa Bohol.
Lungsod hatag sa kahitasan, anaa sa silangang bahin sa buhol, buhong sa kinaiyahan ug sa katanuman sa bugnaw, tubod binis bisan. Lumulupyo ang kalinaw gihuptan sa mga dumuduong gihugupan, maanyag na mga anak ug kalantip sa isip, mga kaliwat na ila sa lalawigan, dagat ug ang kaumahang gisaligan. Bulad sa ngaug, matamis nga kalamay, lamas ug utanong, sayutang tapunog gikan, ug miabot sa mga lalawigan. Lumulupyo ang kalinaw gihuptan sa mga dumuduong gihugutan, dagat na ila sa lalawigan. Uhag na akong gipakamudyan.
In our daily endeavor, it's vital to recognize the Lord and ask His divine protection. Let's reflect for a moment and talk to God in the form of prayer. Okay, once again, maayong adlaw kanatong tanan. This time, let's hear the welcome address from our head teacher 1 of Lunoy Elementary School in the person, Kabungaan Elementary School, in the person of Mrs. Almira R. Salabe. A virtual applause for her, please.
To our versatile PSDS of Hagna District, Ma'am Aida Cudilla. To our Hagna Central Elementary School Principal, Ma'am Jocelyn Duya. My co-administrators of Hagna District Elementary and High School. Non-teaching and teaching personnel of Hagna District, maayong buntag. This morning's orientation will make us all ready before we will have our personality assessment, both for non-teaching and teaching personnel. This orientation will help you become ready, to make you become relaxed before you will take the personality assessment that will happen sooner. And this orientation is also made to help you during this time of crisis in our new normal situation. So this morning, I welcome you all to our mental health awareness protocol for all teaching and non-teaching personnel. Good morning.
So we would like to read some comments here from Sonia G. Culaste. Good morning, Ma'am BJ and Sheila May. Loud and clear here in Canhulao. Hope everything runs smoothly. God bless. Thank you, Ma'am. So we also have Ma'am Ruth. Among kauban di kasud sa attendance link. Maria Teresa Acera. Then there's Anonymous. You have good morning. Okay, you can use your Gmail account. Dili ra kay ang Microsoft 365 na account, but you can also use your Gmail account in order to join the meeting. Again, mga ma'am, we can use our Gmail account, not just our Microsoft 365 account, ha? Then sign in as guest. Okay, that's it. So, napabatay lang in, ma'am. Let's scroll up. Daghan pa di ay. So, ayaw kalimti og butang sa inyong name and school nga asa mo nagikan. Daghan na di ay. We have morning. Try sa tingog kung naa ba audio. We have good morning mga ma'am. Keep safe from Janet Taklindo. Thank you, ma'am. So we also have Ma'am Janice R. Baha. Good morning. Ma'am Nisil, good morning, everyone. Okay, good morning po, ma'am. Okay. Okay, once again, pwede mo maka-chat sa Q&A para maka-interact sa seminar. Okay, while the speaker is talking in front, so you can also type your questions or chats or comments in the Q&A chat box. Okay, nakasabot ta mga ma'am and sir? Thank you. So, there, naapay mga laing comments diri. Hello, good morning. Watching from Calabasita Elementary School. Hi mga ma'am diha sa Calabasita Elementary School. Good day. So, we also have Ma'am Faye Marie. Good morning, teachers. Hi, Ma'am Faye. So we also have Ma'am Mirasol F. Salabe. Hello, everyone. God bless us all. God bless you too, ma'am. Ma'am Eleuteria Imam. Good morning, everyone. Okay, good morning, Ma'am BJ. Wala nakasud sa attendance na link. Okay, again, you can use your Gmail account or Microsoft 365 account in order to join the meeting. Or It could be DepEd email, according to Ma'am BJ. So, are there still comments here?
May anonymous.
Okay, wala naman. So, kaning anonymous, make sure to write your name so that you will be recognized and which school you came from. Okay? So, for now, for the recognition of our valued participants, may I call the cluster head of Calabasita Elementary School in the person of Mr. Oliver S. Aceron. A virtual round of applause for him, please.
Asan na yan?
Good morning, everyone. Most especially to our dear PSDS, Ma'am Isidora Cudilia. Happy Friday the 13th. Shout out to all Hagna administrators who are monitoring the attendance of their respective teachers. Good morning. Now, to be recognized, please feel free, my dear teachers, to send your message in the chat box and specify what school. As of this time, we have already Ma'am Edna A. Cabusao of Kabungaan Elementary School. Good morning, Team Asay. We have also Ma'am Erlinda Sidavia of Lunoy Elementary School. Good morning, Ma'am Linda. We have also Ma'am Malusa Hulga of Balili Elementary School. Ma'am Marilok H. Cagas of Calabasita Elementary School. We have also Ma'am Virgie Valiente. Good morning, everyone. Okay, we have also from Panglao. Taas siguro ni Panglao ni attend. Good morning. Okay. Just continue, mga ma'am and sir. Feel free to send your message in the chat box. Thank you and God bless everyone.
Pumasa ka, sir.
Okay.
Sige na.
To fully grasp the purpose and significance of this event, let us hear the rationale from the district guidance designate, who is Mrs. Ruth R. Ochavo. A virtual applause for her, please.
Good morning, everyone. My respect and profound admiration to our PSDS, Mrs. Isidora H. Codilia, likewise to Dr. Jocelyn S. Tuyak, to Mrs. Almera R. Salabi, to Mr. Oliver Aceron, Mr. Nestor Madridejo, Ma'am Virgie, Ma'am Sheila, Ma'am BJ, to all the principals and school heads, all my friends, teaching and non-teaching personnel, happy and safe day to all of us. My first task or unang puluhaton is to cascade to you the rationale of this webinar. The reason of and basis of this course of action can be found in the DepEd vision that the Department of Education continuously improves itself to better serve its stakeholders. In the DepEd mission states to protect and promote the right of every Filipino to quality, equality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education where students learn in a child-friendly, gender-sensitive, safe, and motivating environment. In the core values of DepEd formulates, implements, and coordinates policies, plans, programs, and projects in the areas of formal and non-formal basic education. Other basis of this action is the RA or Republic Act number 4670, known as the Magna Carta for Public School Teachers. And another is legal basis is the Republic Act number 11036, known as the Mental Health Act. The objectives of this act is to strengthen effective leadership governance for mental health by, among others, formulating, developing, and implementing national policies, strategies, programs, and regulations relating to the mental health. This is all, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Ruth, for the rationale. So we are now on the second part, which is the most exciting and the most interesting component, the webinar sessions. So momentarily, allow me to introduce the first session. This is about the 5 factors model of personality orientation. This will be tackled by District GOD Coordinator of Elementary Department. It's a pleasure to introduce to you Mrs. Almira R. Salabe.
Maradyaw, karadyaw, maayong buntag. Magandang umaga. Good morning, everyone. Since I am tasked to orient you on the 5 factors of model of personality, and for the personality assessment, I am tasked to make you relax and happy while you are taking the personality assessment. First, we'll have the 5 domains of personality. The personality assessment orientation. Good morning once again. In the personality assessment, you will be measured through the 5 dimensions of personality. Before we'll have the 5 dimensions of personality, let us have first the definition of personality. Personality is a pattern of relatively permanent traits and unique characteristics that give both consistency and individuality to a person's behavior. That's according to Feast and Feast 2009. So there are 5 dimensions of personality. These are extraversion, neuroticism, openness, agreeableness, conscientiousness. In the NEO-PI-R, we call it NEO-PI-R. If your score is high in the extraversion, meaning you are affectionate, joiner, talkative, fun-loving, active, and passionate. But if your score is low, you are reserved, loner, quiet, sober, passive, and unfeeling. In neuroticism dimension, if your score is high, you are anxious, temperamental, self-pitying, self-conscious, emotional, and vulnerable. But if your score is low, you are calm, even-tempered, self-satisfied, and comfortable, unemotional, and hardy. In openness dimension, if your score is high, you are imaginative, creative, original, prefers variety, curious, and liberal. But if your score is low, you are down to earth, uncreative, conventional, prefers routine, curious, and conservative. In dimension agreeableness, if your score is high, you are soft-hearted, trusting, generous, acquiescent, lenient, good-natured. If you are low in score, you are suspicious, stingy, antagonistic, critical, and irritable. And for the last dimension, which is the conscientiousness, if your score is high, you are hardworking, well-organized, punctual, ambitious, and persevering. But if your score is low, you are negligent, you are lazy, you are disorganized, you are late, you are aimless, and prone to quitting. Before this first topic will end, let me give you the words of Lao Tzu, that knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength, but mastering yourself is true power. For the next, we will give you the personality assessment orientation on how you are going to take the NEO-PI-R examination. Again, we'll have first the definition of personality. It's the combination of thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that makes you unique. So your personality, your thoughts makes your personality, your emotions makes your personality, your behaviors will also make your personality, the unique you. The unique you, or ang nag-iisang ikaw, ang pambihirang ikaw. It's the way we view, understand, and relate to the outside world, as well as how we see ourselves. Personality also forms during childhood, shaped through an interactions of genes and environment. So you see, our personality is formed or shaped through our genes and our environment. So if your environment, like your father is a teacher, your mother is a teacher, most probably you will also become a teacher because of your environment. Next. Now, how will you know your personality? How do you know that you are ambitious? How do you know that you are lazy? How do you know that you are you are humble through personality assessment. What is personality assessment? Personality assessment is a proficiency and professional psychology that involves the administration, the scoring, and the interpretation of empirically supported measures of personality traits and styles in order to refine clinical diagnosis. Now, physicians give us clinical diagnosis whenever we have our aches or any other, but ours, the personality assessment, is a refined clinical diagnosis. So meaning only our personality is being measured. Then the personality assessment is a structure and informed psychological intervention, because after you have been diagnosed with such personality, for example, you have this undesirable result, there should be an intervention for that. And the registered guidance counselors of Division of Bohol will make the interventions for the teachers who are having the undesirable results of personality assessment. And then personality assessment increase the accuracy of behavioral prediction in a variety of contexts and settings, like in clinical, organizational, and educational, especially in DepEd. Now, basin mo ingon mo og pero asa pa po ng personality assessment? Is it important? The answer is yes. Why is the personality assessment is important? Because it helps people learn about their personality types and attributes. Just like what I've said, nga ang atong kaugalingon nga atong hibaw-an nato, the more we know ourselves, the more we can also know others. It reveals the personality traits such as work preferences, motivation, strengths, and weaknesses and attitudes. Now, this is very important for all school heads. If school heads knew the personality of her or his teachers, he or she could have implemented, or she will implement a program in the school which will fit the personality of the teachers. So, kung nakahibaw si school head sa iyang mga teachers, the personality sa teacher, she can make a motivation nga suited for that teacher. Kani nga motivation ang akong gamiton ani nga daning mga teachers kay mao ni ang ilang personality. So through personality assessment, we can motivate teachers as school head, and we can also motivate our learners as teachers. For you teachers, this is also very important, that the personality assessment is very important because you will learn how to motivate your learners through their personality, the work preferences, dili nimo i-assign tong diha nga dili fit for that personality. Just like school heads, di nimo ma-assign ang mga teachers for that kind of work because that doesn't suit for their personality, doesn't suit for their strengths and weaknesses and attitudes. Another importance of personality assessment, the test will help us learn how others might react to something and to their environment. Just like school heads, kung naamo ipa-implement nga mga programs, you can also already predict on what will happen if this kind of program because of your personality of your teachers. Now, this test can be used for self-reflection also. You will learn that you are down to earth. You will learn that your traits nga wa ka kahibaw before. But there also be a situation that after 6 months, your personality will change because of your environment. So, ang atong personality assessment results after 6 months pwede pa na nga maotro na pod. Mora siya og kanang mo expire. Kay personality will be influenced by 2 factors, environment and our genes. And this test can be used for self-reflection and understanding, for job placement, and for learning how to better interact with others in a team or work group. Like in DepEd, we are always working in group, we are always working in teams, so it's very important that we know the personality of others. But it doesn't mean that the the results of your personality assessment will be known by other teachers, will be known by the other karatig eskwelahan. Only the school head will know the personality of her or his teachers because the school head will be given the consolidated personality assessment of his and her teachers. But dili ang tagsa-tagsa gyud nga kanang naay result sa kada maestra ang iyang makita. Only the total the whole personality of the teachers in that school.
The right people.
And then, what's the purpose of the personality rollout in the whole division of Bohol? This is to assess the psychological and emotional aspects of teaching and non-teaching personnel in the division of Bohol. So, kitang tanan gyud ani ang take sa examination. Gawas nako kay human ako ani nga exam during our capability building at Blue Waters. Then, why is this rollout? What's the purpose of this rollout? Is to list down possible interventions to better help the teachers and non-teaching personnel based for the test result. So, based on test result, interventions will be made by our guidance counselors in the division office for them to cope up with such crisis or identity crisis. Conduct capability building activities to give them an avenue to better express their feelings and improve harmonious relationship in the workplace. So after the intervention has been crafted, the capability building for these teachers will happen soon after the cascading of the result, after your answers been scanned. So let us talk about the tool. Ang mismong tool nga inyong ansiran. We call it NEO Personality Inventory. That's why NEO Pi R. Ang R is the result. So ang result nga makubta ninyo is the NEO Pi R result. It looks like this one. Okay, so we were given with this hard copy. Upat ni siya ka page. Pero sa inyo, after the examination, you will not be given with hard copy because this is throughout Bohol. Mahurot pod ang guide fan sa Tibok Bohol. So, anhara sa inyong email ad ang inyong mga result. Kamu ra po'y makakita sa inyong mga result. Kamu na mismo ang mo kanang print out. Kung gusto mong naamoy print out sa inyong mga result. And ako lang ipakita diri nga mo ni porma sa inyong result. Mura siya og lifeline kanang naa diri mo ni normal kanang na kaning 35 40 to 45 that is below, and 45 50 to 55 that is in moderate, and for 55 60 to 65 that is in high. But it doesn't mean that you have many low scores and high scores nga naamoy unsa high mo or low mo. It really depends on your answers. Kay dunay mga desirable result nga kinahanglan nga high, doon na po yung mga desirable result nga nakinahanglan nga low. And then sa ubos ani, doon ay mga check nga blue checks, that means that is your personality. So kanang uban nga wa ma-check, dili na ninyo tan-awon kay kana lang naka-check ang inyong tan-awon, which means that is your personality. Now, why are we using this kind of tool? This is called NEO Pi R3 tool for the personality assessment used by the Division of Bohol. Gipalit ni nga tool of DO worth 150,000 nga kadto lang questionnaire og ang result. So the NEO Pi R3 was designed to provide a general description of normal personality relevant to clinical, counseling, and educational situation. And it also gives comprehensive report. So, ngano makaingon man ta nga comprehensive report because all of your traits is being described here. Kani mo ani summary, mo gini ang summary tanan nya ang kanang naa diha sa gawas nga mga summary naa diha i-explain in the next page, in the second in the third, and in the fourth page. So, naka-explain. So, it gives comprehensive reports. So, it gives really the comprehensive report of your personality. Then, it is convenient. Kay igo ramang ka mo shade. Mo shade ra ka sa imong answer. Then it is superior development. Why? Because it consists of 240 personality items, and it is with a validity item, reliable and valid. The NEO inventory measures 5 broad domains of dimensions of personality, like sa akong giingon ganina nga 5 oceans, or the big 5. It measures differences among normal individuals. It is not a test of intelligence or ability. So meaning, ayaw mo kagool nga mo take mo ani nga exam, because this is not an IQ test. This will not test your intelligence. It is not intended to diagnose problems of mental health or adjustment. So you see, just take it easy, relax while you are taking the test. It does, however, give you some idea about what makes you unique in your ways of thinking, feeling, and interacting with others. So, ikaw lang na. Your answers, your personality depends on your answer. The NEO inventory measures 5 broad domains of dimension of personality. It measures differences among normal individuals, and it is not a test of intelligence or ability. So these are the 5 domains of personality nga natackled na nato ganiya. The first one is the neuroticism. Next is the extraversion. Next is the openness to experience, agreeableness, and the conscientiousness. Now, there are 6 facets of neuroticism. First, N1 is the anxiety. N2, angry hostility. N3, depression. N4, self-consciousness. N5, impulsiveness. N6, vulnerability. So these 6 facets of neuroticism will be measured through this tool. Next is the extraversion. There are 6 facets of extraversion. A1 is for warmth. 2, gregariousness. 3, assertiveness. 4, activity. 5, excitement seeking. 6, positive emotions. So your assertiveness will also be measured through extraversion questions in the tool. Your excitement and positive emotions. Now, your openness will also be measured through the 6 facets of openness. First one is fantasy. Second one, aesthetics. Third one, feelings. 4th, actions. 5, ideas. And 6, values. So your values will also be measured through the openness questions. Next is the 6 facets of agreeableness. First one is trust. Your trust will also be measured. Straightforwardness. For A3, altruism. 4, compliance. 5, modesty. And 6, tender-mindedness. For the next is the last dimension, the conscientiousness. There are also 6 facets of conscientiousness. First one is competence. Your competence will be measured through questions. Order, dutifulness, achievement striving, self-discipline, disciplined, and deliberation. So those are the 5 domains of personality where your personality will be measured according to your answers. Now, there are 10 NEO style of personality nga i-measure ana nga NEO PIR personality assessment tool. First one is your style of well-being. Are you gloomy pessimist or overly emotional, low-key, or upbeat optimist? So this would be measured also, your style of well-being. Second is your style of defense will also be measured. Are you hypersensitive, hyposensitive, addictive, or no? adaptive individual, or maladapted in behavior. Your style of anger control will also be measured. Temperamental, are you timid, cold-blooded, or easygoing? Then the fourth one is the style of impulse control. Under controlled, over controlled, are you relaxed? Are you directed? These are the styles of impulse control. Now for number 5, the style of interest. Your style of interest will also be measured through the mainstream. Are you a mainstream consumers? Are you a creative interactors? Are you homebodies or introspectors? For number 6, your style of interaction will also be measured. First one, unassuming. 2, are you a leader, welcomers, or competitors? Number 7, your style of activity. Your style of activity will also be measured. Are you a fun lover, go-getters, lethargic, or plodders? Number 8 is your style of attitudes. Are you free thinkers, resolute, believers, progressivist, or traditionalist? Your style of learning will also be measured. Dreamers, are you a good student? Are you a reluctant scholars or by the bookers? Are you a booker? Then number 10, the last one is the style of character. Your style of character will also be measured. Well, are you well-intentioned, undistinguished, effective, altruist, or a self-promoter? Now, there are tips in answering the personality test. First, you have to review the instruction carefully in page 2 in the questionnaire. I don't have here the questionnaire. Kay gibalik magkuha nila ang questionnaire. Then, answer the questions quickly. Do not overanalyze them. Don't try to game the test like, gusto ko nga mo, ay mugawas ani nga ang personality, di ko motugan sa ahong gusto. So that is not your personality ang mugawas. So just be honest, because if you wanted to know the true you, just answer the questions honestly. Be consistent in your responses, because the questions there magbalik-balik yun. For example, sa number 1 na I question nga about orderliness. So next nga mga numbers mo balik lagi hapon ang question, but then lahi lang ang question, but the idea is there. There are no right or wrong answers to any of these questions. So do not worry. Just relax. Take it easy. Look at me. I am old, but I am happy. Kanta dayon. So just be relaxed. Kay kung ma-tense mo, maapektuhan ang inyong mga results. So answer the question as the way you are, not the way you'd like to be seen by others. So just take your time. Now, cautions. Mura tada ni Ogi quarantine, magbutang og yellow ribbon nga nay caution. So, mo ni atong angay bantayan. There are number of responses nga maka-invalidate sa inyong mga results. So be careful. If your nag-answer ka strongly disagree nga more than 6 consecutive items, like number 1 to number 6, strongly disagree mo gi-answer, your result is invalid. Your responses will be invalid. Next is the disagree answer. If you answer more than 9 consecutive items, that is invalid. Next is for neutral, because you will answer the questions in 5 choices. Strongly disagree, disagree, neutral, agree, and strongly agree. So if you answer 10 consecutive items nga neutral, meaning wa ka kasabot sa imong kaugalingan, naakas neutral ni butang, that's more than 10 consecutive items, that will invalidate your result. Then for agree, if you answer 14 consecutive items in agree, that is also invalid. For strongly agree, nag-answer ka og 9 consecutive items, that's invalid. So meaning makakuha na ka nga ang imong result ani is undesirable result. So mo ni atong angay bantayan ang atong mga consecutive answered items. Okay, take note. The results of the test is just one side of the coin. Ngano man, di jud nato mahibaw-an ang tanan tungod kay this is not a basis to judge your whole personality. Ma'am, palig ko charger. Excuse me. Charger kay murag mapaw. Sorry. And then, since the result will depend on how you answer the test, kay siguro usahay, kanang your mood may also affect, so just relax. Kanang naggikan ka sa inyo nga gisapot ka, just leave it there at home. Ayo dad kay inyag maapektuhan ang imong result. So the result will be handled with utmost confidentiality. Kamo lang yun ang nakakita sa inyong result. Even the school head nga magamit na nila as the basis or the benchmark for implementing program in the school, bisan og ilan nang i-consider as factors nga to make their program successful, dili ang inyong individual result ang makita. Only the consolidated result of the school. So ang meaning ang dominant lagyud nga personality sa eskwelahan ang makita sa school head and the public schools district supervisor. Then the mechanics of the personality inventory rollout. The schedules and mechanics of the rollout shall be included in the division memorandum for proper dissemination and guidance. So let's just wait for the division memorandum nga naana ang mga schedule sa tanang division tanang district sa tibuok Bohol. So maghuwat lang ta kay sa pagkakaroon wala pa may division memorandum. Mo ning gi-orient mo una for you to become ready when the time comes. Morag end of the world. Time comes. Now, preparation of testing materials. Now, DepEd Bohol has purchased the psychological tool for teachers for the NeoPi 3. Mao tong akong gipakita ninyo ganina pero result lang to. And ang gipalit gyud sa Division of Bohol is the tool, the 240 questions sa NeoPi R, NeoPi. Personality inventory tool was reproduced for health and safety purposes during this pandemic. Tungod sa atong situation karon, we need to be mentally healthy. So maunang we are being assessed so that the guidance counselors could make an intervention if ever doon naman ganit tayo mga undesired results of our personality assessment. Testing tools shall be used once to avoid transmission of virus. So rest assured nga, ang inyong gikubtan nga mga questionnaire, kamo lang yun ang nakakubot gawas sa nag-administer sa examination nga ni hatag ninyo. Wa na gamita sa laing mga examinee. Then after the test, all testing tools and answer sheets shall be kept in separate bags for the quarantine purposes. Aron pod loy man pod ang mag-scan sa mga answers kung moderate sila hawid sa inyong gi-ansiran. So, i-quarantine pa gyud ang inyong mga nabalik nga mga answer sheets. Then preparations for the testing rooms. All districts should prepare at least 10 to 20 testing rooms with 20 comfortable chairs to avoid the influx of the test takers in the waiting area. So, amo na ning gibahin ni Ma'am Ruth Ochampo na ana mo yung mga room assignment niya. Amo lang ning i-post sa GC sagad kay aron makaibaw mo kung asa mo nga room dapita sa Hagna Central Elementary School. So most probably ang mahitabuan ni ang usa ka school na intact mo sa isa ka room. Gawas kung mosobra mo sa 20, tuag yun mo sa ubang classroom, sa uban nga testing rooms. Pero napoy uban nga bisag 5 lang sila, tulo ra ang nasuod kay giipon sila sa ubang eskwelahan. Pero most likely ang uban ani is intact yun sa isa ka testing room. Like ang mga high school kay mas daghan man mo daghan ninyo ang intact sa ka testing room. All testing rooms shall be well ventilated, pero dili pwede ang air-conditioned na testing room. So all test takers should be at the testing area as early as possible on the scheduled date in order for them to have ample time to relax themselves before the test. Aron ma-relax mo, dili mo ma-panic, kay dugay mo na abot, sa pag-abot ninyo, ika number 10 at ika number 100 na 100 na ang uban. So, be at the testing room as early as possible. And kanang naduna tay first batch and second batch. Ang first batch pagkabuntag, ang second batch pagkapalis. So, ang first batch natay mga 9 testing rooms, pagka second batch we also have 9 testing rooms. So just wait for the posting of your assigned room. All test takers are advised to relax and set aside any emotional baggages during the test to ensure the validity of your test result, because your emotions will really affect your result. So just relax. All test takers should secure their own black or blue ball pen. So bring your own pen. Kanang mas maayo kung kanang dili hanap nga ball pen. Kanang di pud nang dili po ng sign pen kay mo black man, only ball pen. All test takers should secure their own email address for the sending of their test results. So add kamo lang makakita sa inyong email. It's up to you kung inyo bang i-print out ang inyong mga results. Mas maayo kung inyong i-print out aron na amoy handumanan niya inyong i-laminate. Administration of the test. Now, testing administrators shall be in the testing area on or before 8 a.m. So, ang mga administrators nato nga mga psychologists and registered guidance counselors na ana sila before 8 a.m. diri sa Hagna kung panos ang gani ang atong schedule sa Hagna. So, we have to provide them breakfast, 2 snacks, and 1 meal. Then, for the questionnaires and answer sheets shall be with the test administrators and all other pertinent materials. Each testing venue will have 20 chairs for the test takers. 20 lang gid mo sud sa ka room. As soon as the test takers reach 20, instructions shall be given, the test shall start. So, ayaw mo pagkuan nga huwaton mo sa ika-20 mo. Ug mahimo, be at the time early as you can. Dark-colored ball pen shall be used by the test taker to answer the test. Ayaw tong hanap, kay di maklaro sa scanner. Then, all test takers should proceed directly to the testing room. No chatting, dili sa mag-storya kay magkatapok unya mo sa gate or any place of Hagna Central Elementary School. Diretso mo sa inyong testing room once you arrived. Then you have to observe social distancing, observe silence, observe health and safety protocols all the time. So be sure to wear your face mask and your face shield. Secure your own sanitizer or alcohol and liquid eraser. Ayaw pang huwam sa laing sa seat sa eraser. Bring your own. Should keep the testing materials clean and intact as they go. Ayaw to og unsa pa mga snacks. Anyway, dali raman mo mahuman anik because this is just a 2-hour personality assessment. Naara ninyo kung himuon ninyong 3 hours. Pero 2 hours lang gid ni. So, ang mahitabuan ni, most likely maabot sila 8 or kung simbako lang gani magkalangan sila, we can start it at 9 to 11. Pero kung makasugod og 8, that's only 8 to 10. Then the second batch will follow 1 to 3. Or magkalangan-langan, that's 2 to 3. Pero sa palis mo, di na dyan na malangan ang taga-division office mo. Pero kung sa ato lang paandaan nga pagkabuntag, malangan sila. Kung malangan man gani sila, we can start at 9. Pero we can start it by 8, we can end it at 10 o'clock. All test results shall be kept confidential. So, kamo lang yun nakakita na. The releasing of personality inventory result. The result of the test shall be sent directly to the teachers and their personal email account to ensure the confidentiality. Then consolidated result for per school shall be sent to the school principal. So ang inyong school principal makakita sa consolidated na gyud sa tibok school, not the individual personality assessment result. For the district, it will be given to the school's district supervisor, and the consolidated result in the whole division shall be forwarded to the school's division superintendent for his knowledge and guidance. Now, for the interventions, kinsay mong himo ani, humana sa inyong mga result, nakaskade na scan na inyong mga answers, all registered guidance counselors shall convene for the drafting of the possible interventions activities based from the results of the test. So the proposed intervention activities shall be submitted to the school's division superintendent for approval. Then, before I end, let me have you this Willard Scott words that positive feelings come from being honest about yourself and accepting your personality. And physical characteristics, warts and all, and from belonging to a family that accepts you without question. So thank you very much, beautiful and handsome school teaching and non-teaching personnel of Hagnat District. Marajao Karajao. Okay.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Almira, for that very comprehensive session. So, as what Ma'am Almira said, personality refers to individual differences in characteristic patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving. Why do we study this? So, it's very important to know this to embrace our uniqueness and, of course, to appreciate our differences. And regarding with the personality test, it doesn't mean to test the intelligence or abilities or the mental problems, but this means your answers will determine your personality. So that's it. It's as simple as that. And however, we will also consider possible interventions to better help our teaching and non-teaching personnel based on the results. Okay? So thank you for that very comprehensive talk, Ma'am Almira. Now, let's have the messages coming from our teaching and non-teaching staffs. Ready na ba, Ma'am BJ?
How important is mental health?
Okay, we have here, good morning, watching here at home. How important is mental health? Okay. So we will just have, okay, the answers later. After the 3 sessions, am I correct? How important is mental health? Okay. So, good morning, ma'am. Naaba record ani, ma'am, just in case.
Yes,
What signal?
Yes, record.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Ayaw kabalaka because there will be a...
Facebook?
yes, sir. This is live in Facebook.
Sir Renan Galaura.
In the account of Sir Renan Galaura. Again, just search Renan Galaura and then live, Facebook Live on this district virtual orientation on mental health management protocol for Hagnat teachers. So there are no more questions, ma'am? No more questions. Again, if you have questions, feel free to comment or type it in the QA chat box. Then we will have the answers afterwards, after the 3 sessions. All right. So, okay, the second session is concerning mental health awareness. Furthermore, it will be discussed
by the District God Coordinator, High School Department, I am delighted to present Mr. Nestor D. Madridejo. A virtual applause for him, please.
Sige, sir.
My greetings to our PSDS, Ma'am Aida Codelia, to my co-administrators of Hagna District, and to our participants, good morning. According to the statistic, 1 in 4 are affected by mental illness. 8.6 million adults have suicidal thoughts. Suicide is the third leading cause of death. 1 in 30 experience post-traumatic stress disorder. People in color have less access to care. What is mental health? Kamusta ka? What do you think? Unsa may imuhang gihuna-huna karon? Malipayon? Masubunon? Magulanon? What you feel? What you or how you act? Mo kini ang components of mental health. Dictionary definition of mental health: a state of emotional and psychological well-being in which an individual is able to use his or her cognitive and emotional capabilities, function in society, and meet the ordinary demands of every life, according to www.dictionary.com. The state of health of somebody's mind, according to the Oxford Dictionary. Mental health refers to how you think, feel, and behave. How your thoughts and emotions affect the way you act. So thoughts create feelings. Feeling create behavior. Behavior reinforces thoughts. Thoughts process. Thinking is the cognitive component of mental health. What are your thoughts and the logic of your thoughts? Bad thoughts versus good thoughts. Filter your thoughts. How do you respond to your thoughts? Proactive versus reactive or versus passive. Emotions. Emotions, feeling is the emotional component. Be aware of your feeling and accept them. Kung unsa ka, unsay imuhang gibati, so be aware and accept them. Kung saputon ka, kung uringot ka, kung dali ra ka masuko, accept them. Express feelings in the proper way. So, kinahanglan, you have to be aware of your feelings. Kay aware maka sa imong feeling, you have to express it in the proper way. Kay og dili na nimo bantayan, ha? Daghan kag kontra, daghang masuko nimo, daghang mahiubos nimo. How do you react to a bad circumstance? Pananglitan, kung ninyo ka, ang imuhang asawa na gika-chat o kaha imong bana na gika-chat, how do you react? Magwala ka? Masuko ka, imong bugnoon imuhang bana? O imong asawa? How do you conduct yourself in a good situation? Muna nga, importante ang emotion as the component of mental health. So, wide range of emotion. So, naa diha klase-klase ang emotions. Unsay naa diha, imo nang makita. Unsa ka karon. So, naa diha happy, joyful, admiration, adoration, awkwardness, boredom, calmness, confusion, craving, pain, envy, excitement, fear, joy, romance, sadness, satisfaction, sympathy, shame, guilt. These are the wide range of emotions. Behavior, when we talk about behavior, action is the behavioral component of mental health. So, mayroon tag behavior, component na sa mental health. Thoughts and feelings result in action. So, kung sa imong gihinahuna, kung sa imong gibati, mo na imong gibuhat. Mo bitaw ng uban, ug naa sila sa kasuko or anaa sila sa gitawag nato og kaguol. So manang uban magsigirag hinuktok. Why? Because of problems. Anxiety. Or our actions can be healthy or unhealthy. So kung magpada ka sa imong gibati, mo resulta na sa action nimo nga positive or negative, healthy or unhealthy. Kung dalaga ka, unya gibulagan kag uyab, duhara na ang resulta, healthy or unhealthy. So man nga we have to be careful of our behavior. So what are the sign of mental health? Okay, or why should be concerned about mental health? Why we should be concerned? First and foremost, it affects how we treat ourselves. So, unsa ta, unsay naa nato, unsay atong gibati, unsay atong gihuna-huna, that affects ourselves. Not only ourselves, but also it affects our relationship with others. Pananglitan diya sa ato sa balay, sa school, sa atong mga co-teachers, sa atong pamilya. Kung naakas problema, makaepekto na sa katibukan sa pamilya, unya sa school. Muna nga, we should be concerned about mental health. O magsigira kag hinuktok, kay daghang kag problema, first and foremost, imong kaugalingon. Di nakaganahan mo kaon, di nakaganahan, di nakakatulog, labi na og daghang ka og problema. Then, epekto pamilya. Epekto ang imong trabaho. It affects how we learn, our attentiveness, concentration, communication skills, and conduct. Mental health problems can lead to other problems. So, di lang kay ikaw ang naepektuhan. Di lang kay ikaw ang problema. Kanang imong problema, mo problema po na sa uban. Mahimong problema po sa uban. Taking risky behavior. Risky behavior. Kung ang imuhang behavior, including kahuna-huna kag suicide, then muatim ka og ambak anang naay laka. O niya og di ka maditso kamatay. Problema, ma-disable. So another problem. Or alcohol and other drug use. So mental health problems can lead to alcohol and other drug use. Problem about drugs. Being hostile and aggressive. Forceful or assertive. So muna mga problema can lead to other problems. And being sexually promiscuous. Usa na sa mga problema. Kanang having or involving many sexual partners. So kanang mga tao nga ingana o mga lalaki nga ingana o mga babae nga ingana na mental problems, dili kontento sa usa, di kontento sa bana, di kontento sa asawa, di kontento silang uyab. It is disabling to the individual and significant others. Mental illness leads to stigma, meaning shame or disgrace or dishonor, labi na sa pamilya. Muna nga kinahanglan alerto ta kung naa na ta ana nga simptoma, di lang kay sa tong gugulingon but also to our family member. Simba ko, muna nga wow, nga naman nga kaliwat nila buang, kaliwat nila na ay diferensya, di ba? Stigma. Health services are very inadequate. Nahibaw naman ta sa ato nga our health services are limited. Moadto ka sa health center kay mangayo kag tambal usahay di katag. A major public health burden kung naataan ang problema. What can I do to help protect my mental health? Or how can we prevent mental health? O saan man nato nga makalikay ta ana? O saan man nato nga makatabang ta to protect mental health? First and foremost, awareness of mental health. So what we are doing now, apil na siya, mo na gitawag na to awareness nga ingana di ay ang mental health. Self-discipline. So we have to eat healthy or nutritious meals. Drink plenty of water. Sleep bountifully, meaning get enough sleep. Kinahanglan yun na. Kay og dili nakakatuog tungod sa problema, another problem. Labi na kay maintenance mo andar po na imuhang high blood ug ubang sakit. Then exercise adequately. So walking, Zumba, buntag anang highway, plaza walking, and faith in God. Adunay passage diha sa Philippians 4:6 nga nagaingon, do not worry about anything, but in everything by prayer and by petition with thanksgiving. O diha sa Gospel of Matthew 7:7, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and it will find. Knock and it will be open to you. Manangaway rason nga magpinutong ta, walay rason nga magproblema ta. Ug di nimo kaya, karon adlaw, do it tomorrow. Wa bay ugma kay nay uban ana, stress sa trabaho, di na matuog. Daghan ng teacher ana nga daot. Why? Because they are very kanang sa ilahang dedicated sa ilahang work. Pero careful ta. We have to protect our mental health. Di nato palabian o di nato kaya ron, sunod na pod. Kay wa rabay motono na to. Masakita to hospital simbako. Wilson ra gyud atong madawat. Maadyo pas Wilson kay perming starring masakita. Mo na nga we have to protect our mental health. Di ta magpalabi, di ta magpa-stress sa trabaho. Stress management and other self-care strategies. Importante na stress management. Og dili nimo mahimo huwata. Og di nimo kaya ug manapod. And self-care strategies. Kay bawta mo manage og natay problema. Og na kay problema, talk to your husband, talk to your wife, talk to your family. Dili kay imong ilumluom kay kasagaran ra ba ka na nag-suicide? Kanang dili mo tugan, di mo sulti. O problema sa school, talk to your principal, to your cluster head, to your co-teachers. And recognize warning signs in how you think. O nakahuna-huna na ikagmaot, you have to share it to your co-teacher, to your family, to your wife, to your husband. O may ka nga, naiuban may ay, maadyo pa maghikog. Kana ganing maadyo pa maghikog na anana. Warning sign na. Nganong nagaingana man siya? Nganong nakahuna man na siya, anak? Unya, di na makatulog. Tungod sa daghang problema sa utang, sagdira ng utang. Tungod sa problema sa kasing-kasing, sagdira ng baji, laki, kay makit-an ra na. Naidaghang baji diha, naidaghang laki diha. How you act. So muna nga, we have to recognize warning sign. Kaya naa man sign. Di mahimo, di mahitabo nga kanang nanggihikog, wa na sign. Kana pong nanggihikog, wa po na, di po na mahitabo nga, dili na magpahibaw ka dyan sila nga maghikog. So know when and where to get help. O kita na gani nimo nga, di na matug, di na katug, wa na appetite mo kaon. That's time nga muliho ka. Ay huwata nga mo grabe. Get help as soon as you suspect you need it. Kung ikaw ang hingtungdan, talk to your wife, talk to your husband, to your family, to your co-teachers, to your school principal, to your PSDS, nga mo na imong gibati. Aron matagaan ka og tabang. Get help from trained counselor or healthcare worker or social worker. Pananglitan, mukalit kag hilak. Okay ra nihila ka kay nakahinomdom ka nga gibiyaan kasi imong uyab, gibiyaan kasi imong bana, gibiyaan kasi imong asawa. Pero o magsige ra kag hilak kada adlaw, di na normal. So you have to visit or ask a doctor or for a diagnose, or you have to consult a mental professionals. Kay di na normal. So these are the implications of mental health in our department. Number 1, awareness. Learn about it. So aware naman ka unsa na mental health. Advocacy. Tell others about it. So tigi sila nga anak di ay. Ug naay imong kaila, imong pamilya, imong higala nga magsige ra katawa, okay ra og kausara pero magsige gani katawa siya ra usa. Tell others about it. Kay naa siya simptoma. Then number 3, assimilate. Meaning you have to integrate the principles in your personal values. And number 4, assessment. Mental health management protocol. So, mental health program in our department, we have the mental health advocacy, basic principles of mental health, psychological first aid, remote psychosocial support, and we have referral. So, natay programa sa Bohol, tambag hotline, tanan may bili atong giyahan. So, we are here to listen. Kinsa man ni sila? We have Dr. Julie T. Maestrado. So, naadyan hotline anak, kopyahan na. Monday to Friday na, 9 to 12, 2 to 5, injo nang makontak. And we have Dr. Maricel Wilson, na contact number. Ay jahang time nga pwede siyang mudawat og problema, 9 to 12 and 2 to 5. And Dr. Melgrid Ladera, mo gihapon ang oras, Monday to Friday. And Dr. Sadel Teresa P. Bongcales, Monday to Friday, the same time. So, mo ni siya ang ato ang tambag hotline in case na amoy mga problema bahin sa mental health. So, mental health program, kamusta ka? So, mo na siya. So, balik ko na sila. So, mo gyud na nga dili ta magpakawa sa paglaom. Ang problema, way problema nga dili nato kaya. Kaya nato. Mana nga be positive lang. Okay, that's all and thank you og maayong adto sa tanan.
Okay, wala ba kayong mga kamay dyan? So, thank you, Sir Nestor. So, kanang in his talk, it's really helpful for us, di ba? Most especially to us, teaching and non-teaching personnel. So, others have wrong perception or belief about mental health. Kung magkiskot tagadig mental health, more gilangan na is mental problem, na yung mental illness, di ba? Or psychotic disorder. But mind you, mental health is simply defined as how you think, how you feel, and how you behave. So, why should we be concerned about mental health? Again, let me reiterate, it affects how we treat ourselves, and it also affects our relationship with others. And of course, it's also affect our work, or how it affects how we learn, our attentiveness, our communication, and this is very important for us teaching and non-teaching personnel. Okay, we have our overlapping activities sometimes, so kana siya. So it's really helpful for everyone. So for now, let's move on to our messages or questions, comments. Anonymous, coming from Anonymous. Ma'am, good day. If ever a test cannot take the test, kay adunay kakulian, say for example, gi-quarantine, aduna bay lain nga session for them para makatake sila sa test?
Lalaking district mo,
Tapo.
Sa laing district mo.
Sa laing district nga, naiwa ka test lamin ng district.
Okay. So, maka-request di ay ta nga makatest sa lain nga district. If ever gani na ma-quarantine or something like that nga problema or kakulian. Vaccine unta unahon usa ang test sa mental health.
It's beyond our jurisdiction.
It's beyond our jurisdiction according to Ma'am Almira. Dili maklaro ang screen, thanks.
Okay naman.
Okay naman siguro.
Connection na lang.
Ano pa? Okay, nas-taas no.
Yes, our teaching.
Is our teaching and non-teaching can avail a 5-day leave with pay for mental health? Is our teaching and non-teaching can avail a 5-day leave with pay for mental health? Ganyan na naman, i-take note. Let's take note the questions, ma'am, so that we can answer that after the 3 sessions.
With pay.
Napa ba, Ma'am BJ? Ma'am, na piniingon nga, is mental health test necessary?
Yeah.
It's really necessary according to Ma'am. Shout out. Shout out to our school principal, Mrs. Patricia J. Mandin.
May mungita sa mga questions.
So may mga questions pa ha. Mauna ganina na, how important is mental health?
Non-teaching.
So, non-teaching. So,
5 days leave.
Wala naman.
Mostly kay good morning.
Sa Monday.
So, comments na kay new. Thank you, Sir Nestor. May clap emoticons.
Okay, na-question si Ma'am Rones.
Uh,
Pinayon.
from Ma'am Porones Hinayon.
Yes.
Ma'am, good day. Regarding sa pag-take sa test, how about ang pregnant ma'am? Dili pwede ang pregnant women and senior citizens, according to Ma'am Almira.
Oh, okay. Muna.
Ano to?
Ay, na pa isa.
Okay, one. Shout out sa taga BMES staff. Hi, mga BMES staff. Tanong mo nga, Mar?
Ah, mura. Okay. Sino naman po?
Okay.
Ito ng city, ma'am.
Okay, we will just read your comments later. Bang mga comment na nasa ating chat box. So for now, we're almost at the end of our virtual gathering. So without hesitations, it's my honor to present our last speaker this morning, who is the District Guidance Designate and my treasured colleague, none other than Mrs. Ruth R. Ochavo. A virtual applause for her, please. Go on, Ruth.
Hello. Good morning again, especially to our PSDS, Mrs. Aida Codilia, to our principal, Ma'am Joy, and to all the principals, school heads, my co-teachers, and non-teaching employees of our district. Kumusta naman mo? Ako, kuro-kuro. Gita, o kanang daghang ta kaing na-learn no nila ni Ma'am Amera o ni Sir Nestor. Nga na jud na kay tao man ta. So we feel anxious, we feel happy, we feel sad, we feel angry, daghan tag emotion, but we have to check kay ang mapitaw tang na maestra kay we are normal. So now, may matinga siguro mo no nga manong naa sa screen si Mamaya man ubay pa jud nga hagna man ni. So I'm just going to present and share to you the program done by Dr. Tumalon and their team in the town of Ubay as the pilot place of this mental health management protocol for teachers and administrators. BJ. Kanila. Okay. Tuplok. Okay. Stilan, kining senior na ta. Okay, in the program, the first one is the problem and its context. Okay. This is the basis for the study, the deep ed vision, the deep ed mission, and the core values. Part of the problem and its context is as a learner-centered public institution, the schools, the Department of Education continuously improves itself to better serve its stakeholders. And the most important stakeholders, our stakeholders, are our learners. Next, the problem and opportunity. If there is a problem, there is also an opportunity to solve them. First, locally initiated continuing programs and projects and activities. There are problems in our districts that the local or LGU can help. like giving the 4Ps, the SF fund, in other related activities that we need them, like during the face-to-face, that we need their funds through our sports programs and other programs that really needs their aids. Then next is in the problem opportunity is the regular conduct of LAC session. This is to tackle less mastered skills and the other issues concerning teaching and learning. Next is to conduct of remedial instructions on less mastered skills. This is a joint action or work of teachers, parent teachers, learners in addressing a problem. Next, in the problem and opportunity, home visitation for consultation and counseling. Musta ta? Unsa na yung progress sa ilang mga bata? Yeah. How they guide to support their learners, their children. Next is guidance and counseling. Magtambag pud ta. This is to fix the teacher-learner-parent relations. Kisahon po di jud na to malikayan and ay problems na mo come up between kanang mga bata that need kajud sa need counseling. So guidance and counseling. Then conduct of PTA fund raising to help solve problems. But in this fundraising, this needs legal support for the agreed resolution for a project. Di puta-puta ka o fundraising nga kanang way klaro nga mga basis kay ma-question pod. Pero murag tagsara ni Runo kay tungod aning kanang COVID situation na to. Adtong face-to-face pa ni murag more ta ani nga natay problema sa school, we can call the PTA for help. Next is regular conduct of homeroom federated PTA meetings. Okay, so by grades or by school or by district ang pag-tackle sa mga problem. Not only the problems, but this all presented also are the awards or the okay. Next is the conduct of district monitoring and supervision to know the different concerns that need immediate action. Kay di pud malikayan na tuaday sa lagyo nga lugar, tuanaday mga problema between teachers to teachers, teacher to parents, or teacher to pupils. So the need for the monitoring jud and supervision. And I know this is what our PSDS is always doing. So next, statement of the problem. Identify respondents' profile. Unsa may problema niya, unsa may hinungdan sa iyang problema. So respondent ma itong whether it is the teacher, the pupil ba, na may problema, the entire school ba, na may problema. So, kanang i-identify ang problem. Get the perceptions on the level of the workload. Siguro, too much load siguro, or nakaingon sa mga problema sa mga teachers, or nakulangan na ba yung load na kanabitang wakaayo siya ay nabuhat kay gamay ra iyang load. Next is the least assistance needed by the teachers and administrators. Okay, technical working group is the one who is in charge to tackle this issue. So we have the grievance committee to ease, enlighten, solve the problem. Kaya di po ni mahimo usaray magpa-ako. You need yun ni og mga committees to tackle, to face the problem, solve the problem. Next is the developmental health management. Okay. Assess how one can cope his issues, problems, concerns with sound mental condition. So maon ni one of the reason manung na aning gihimo ning mental health management protocol. Okay, so naa man ning importance of the capstone project. When we talk of capstone project, you need ni og more funds. No, funds yun ni mahimo og kanang laway ray punan. So, you have the principal, then we have the working group, okay, sila nakinid ang capstone project, ganid ay ni siya o nga na-involve na niini ang science, technology, engineering, mathematics, like the acronym STEM. So dinagko na ni nga mga project nga need yun ni siya og funds. Unya maka para ko kay bawo nga kanang naaday tay 5% for every kuno nga ma-earn sa atohang local government o sa DepEd for the God funds nga magamit aning mga project dya. Usa na siguro ning kanang na capstone project kay basing ganid ni og katong paretong dihay kanang science fair nga dili man pud basta mo appeal ang bata nga kana bitang way bayad kanang pud toy you just kanang mura og kana bitang musud bitaw ka og gana register na kay kini day capstone project is a multifaceted body of work that serves as a culminating academic and intellectual experience for students. Dili lang kutubra ang mga bata sa grammar, sa kanang reading, kundi exposed pud sila sa priya siguro ang mga robotics, no, mga sa panadihang mga dinagko na nga mga activities. These all need funds. So kinahanglan jud kuno nga to the district to have this, or to us to have this, is that we should have a good rapport with our local government so that we can ask funds from them to have our children experience these activities. Scope of the study. This is the place. Yeah, this is the map of the province of Bohol, and we choose Ubay because it's a big town with 3 districts. So ani sila ang giunahan og study aning mental health management protocol. Research and methodology. So in this study, kinahanglan jud ang mohandle is the licensed guidance counselor. The one who will assist the teachers pohon, licensed guidance counselor jud. Dili man bisan kinsa. So siguro kami or anybody kanang assist lang. Then, in the research methodology, there is a normative survey method with the aid of questionnaires. So, na questionnaire nga na 240 questions. Diyan na ko ng interview, diyan observation and techniques. And nice statistical treatment through simple percentage. Percentage datong mga i-gather ang mga points atong results ug-asa ta dapit tagaan percentage. Propose activities and intervention. So after the test, after the assessment, naadi ay analysis of the result. I-analyze ang mga result. Kay ang result adto na amantoy normal or kanang at risk. Guro. Ang mauna jud. Then, development of mental health management protocol. Mauna na ni ato ang mental health management protocol sa ato nandiang lugar pud puhon. So, mga ni ilang gipangbuhat dito sa Ubay. Phase 1, determine mental health status. Matutong gisgutan ganila nila ni Ma'am Almera, nga ni UPIR. No. Formative, kini sila, mauni sila ang nag-organize sa project. Then, after they organized, they held a meeting for inventory. Then, this is the time when the assessment were given to teachers. Dili na kuno ing-ani ang atong kanang paagiron kay kanang ngilanlan naman na kanang bitawng social distancing. So mo na 20 ra ka teachers per room. So this is now the gathering of the result, which is very confidential. Dili na basta-basta ipagawas. Ang teacher radyo na nakahibaw siguro og ang iyang administrators. Kaya aron ma-studyhan og unsay angay niya, unsay intervention angay hatag niya. Then I will show you the survey of participants in the town of Ubay. Okay, the respondents of school heads, total is 57, only 46 will retrieve with 80.70%. Then the teachers distributed, school heads pa to, then teachers 863, and the retrieve is 842, 97.87. Then the result, we have the at risk dito ni sa ilaha sa Ubay. Sa 46 ka school heads na ay at risk na 11 ka buok. Sa teachers pod sa na-distribute nga mga assessment, hay ni take nga 842 niya. Ang at risk is only 149. Nga may problema. I think that's all sa kinulog. Kani? Okay. Sa ato ko ng mga programs or sa atong mga studies, there should be a documentation. Kay magamit ra ko nun during the SBM. Kay October ba ko nun ng ting SBM. So, mao ni ang picture nila ni Ma'am Maya, Dr. Maya, during their when they administered the self-made instrument. Phase 3, development of the mental health mental health management protocol. You have the result, then psychological first aid, training for teachers, o na intervention na ani, katong naay at risk, yung nga siguro na result nga at risk sila, na intervention na ihatag, so that they will be, they can be guided what to do. Proposed protocol for establishing mental health management program. Letter A, constant review to identify what went well and what need improvement. Based na sa results sa kanang assessment. Letter B, review on the specifics with the agency's policies and guidelines. So according to the policy of the agency's policies and guidelines. Then C, culture based on trust, support, and mutual respect. So kinahanglan jud na ang result ani di lang bisan kinsa pud makakita. Nya aron maka-trust pud ang respondent sa ni-hold sa iyang result. D, mental care among personnel. E, periodic monitoring and evaluation. So important yun yung periodic monitoring and evaluation kay anytime man magusog-usog ang condition sa atuhang mental health, Because sometimes na natay problems, sometimes okay lang. So kinahanglan ma-monitor bisan tapod, each and every one of us should be kana bitang responsible of our mental health. Pasaparihan na sa giingon ni Sir nga dili po ta magpalabi. Okay? So that's all. Thank you. Oh, ito na. Ilan na agad ito na ng recommendation na ilang day lang ko na.
Ano na?
Sige.
Okay. So, kung ano tamang, kanang
Thank you for your effort, Ma'am Ruth. So I know you have prepared for this, most especially your sleepless nights preparing and learning your topic just to deliver the details of your assigned topic. So thank you to all to the three speakers. Again, let me repeat. The first session was 5 factors model of personality orientation with Ma'am Almira R. Salabe. Second session was mental health awareness by Mr. Nestor D. Madridijo. And the third session was mental health protocol by Mrs. Ruth R. Ochavo. Should we answer their questions, ma'am? Or no, sige, ma'am. Let's have the question and answer. Asa man si Sir Nestor? Requesting Mr. Nestor to come over for the question and answer. Sir.
Hello, good morning once again. Sa mga nag-question og maka-avail ba ta og 5 days leave on mental health. So far, sa karon wala pa gid na, pero doon na tayo nakabinbin na House Bill 6253, aka also known as the Mental Wellness Leave Act. So lami unta og madali ni og approve. So thank you kaayo Sir Christopher for the support system. Sir Christopher Aklan. And then sa question nga, are we really obliged to take the examination, the assessment, personality assessment? Naatay legal basis ana in RA 11306, and then ako na pong gihatagan og link si Ma'am Maya Tumalon, our GAD division focal person, aron siya daw mismo ang motubag ni Sir Nalben Asenas personally sa iyang queries. So naa na to, wata lang ang answer ni Ma'am Maya Tumalon.
Does it require a fee in taking the exam?
Yes, the exam, no, the assessment is free. Sa ako nang gingon ganin na just relax, take it easy, kay free.
Kasi mo doon ko.
Ay, katong question ganina nga si Sir, nga topic ni Sir ang motubag.
Ano man, napoka na.
Yes, mental health po.
Mental health,
Important.
important.
Mental health.
Pinapatay the questions mo.
Mental health.
So, Sir, motubag yan tong topic, pero na lang po ko'y kuan, ihatag nga answer. Pwede i-add lang ni mga imong answer, Sir. Kaya nga nung importante man ang mental health. So, mental health is important because it helps us determine how we handle our stress, relate to others, healthy choices. Kay dili raman ta kita nagpuyo sa kalibutan, we also have to take the others' choices. And mental health is important to every stage of our life, from childhood and adolescence through our adulthood, through adulthood. So, nganong importante po, sir, according to Sir Nestor, ano sa imong answer, sir?
Mental health affects how we think, feel, and act. It also determines how we handle problems, relate to others, and make choices. Mao ko na nga na ragot, importante na jamo. So, mo na siya why mental health is very important. Kay ang og wa na siya sa una nato magsigira matag katawang way maot, magsigira tag jugub. So, mental health help us how to handle stress. May mga problema kung nata aware nata nga na di mental health, kabalo nata mo handle. Then how to relate to others and make choices. So nga na ka-importante ang mental health.
Question, sir.
So sa may isa pa.
Question.
In this pandemic time where almost all DepEd-related activities are done virtually, why is mental health examination has to be done physically?
Pwede ba daw virtual see?
We will ask our division coordinator if pwede ba nga i-virtual na to kay basin makatabang po sila. Pero pagkakaroon plano pa man to nga we will have the mental health examination face to face, pero i-refer na nato sa division office.
As an addendum, ang pag-conduct sa personality assessment kung atong himuon na nga kanang na ay virtual, lisod jud pud na sa pagkakaroon kay bisan ang atong mga applicants gani dili man gani sila virtually mo take sa examination nga IPT as virtual. Don't you worry kay ang atong himuan nga activity dili lang kanang approve sa atong LGU kundi dili ta mo conduct ana kung wala tay kanang naay clearance gikan sa atong LGU o ang atong province nga provincial IATF clearance or health clearance nga i-provide nato sa Nimamaya ang atong GAD focal person in the division office.
Natira sa abi type na to up. Sa akin na ni. Napali ko isa. Ang mga thank you raw.
Hindi naman.
Dira ma'am.
Okay.
If the result is positive. If the result is positive, nga naay diferensya ang usa ka magtutudlo, unsaon man siya early retirement, forced retirement?
Kuya, wag questioner. Oh my God.
Siguro
Excuse me, sir. Okay. Sige, sir.
og adunay result nga positive or diferensya nga naay something ang usa ka teacher, tingali recommend siya og leave or counseling kay naman tay mga psychologist sa atong division of Bohol nga makatabang ana. Kay og may kag retirement early retirement anyag di pa kaabot og 60 post retirement pod di pud ta ka kuan niya unless nga ma-probe na pamatud-an na sa atong mga mental health professional nga na gid na giilok or something nga naa niya. Okay, Ma'am Almira.
Addendum ra pud ni kanang di man ni sa akong giingon ganina kadto nga kanang naay assessment is just your personality assessment. You need to not to worry. Kay nga naman ang usa ka magtutudlo kung ang diferensya
Oh, kung
Pasabot,
naagad ko na
sa iyang-
diferensya.
ang iyang dili man na magpasabot nga katong assessment do na kay diferensya sa imong pangutok. It's just a personality assessment nga aron nga ang school heads og makahibaw siya og unsay iyang mga ipa-implement nga programa sa eskwelahan based sa personality sa iyang mga teacher. Pero dili na moabot ta ana nga ipa-retire or forced retirement. No, there is such a crafted intervention plan nga gahimuon na sa atong mga guidance counselors sa atong division of Bohol through our professional psychiatrists nga mao manay mo analyze sa atong mga answers. So na intervention lang. Yeah, one of that intervention siguro is that the counseling that will be given to those teachers. So no forced retirement nga inyong gipanghingan diha or kung
Early retirement.
early retirement.
Okay, question ma'am. How do we know if that person is unwell when it is not shown unto the way he or she mingle with people around him or her?
Now, ang kuan man good result sa personality assessment is kanang confidential. So dili na pwede nga makahibaw ang ubang mga maestra. So naa na sa school head kay naa man niya ang consolidated personality assessment result nga ihatag sa kada principal. So ang iyang mga ipang-implement nga programa based gyud sa personality sa mga teacher. It could be nga ang guidance counselor mo coordinate sa school head o to sa principal about the intervention if in case dunay nanginahanglan og intervention ana nga eskwelahan.
Okay. Sila kay ugdain questions. Kung ano man mo. Kung sa mga questions, queries, pwede pawatan.
So again, akong ibalik atong question nga, doon na ba tayo makuha nga list? As of now, wala pa, pero doon na lagi tayo gipaabot nga kanang mapasa katong RA 6253, also known as Mental Wellness Leave Act. So ato nang paaboton nga madali og pa-approve. Let us just patiently waiting. So, isa pa. Kaning gihimo nga personality assessment, dili man ni sa ingon nga we are questioning others' personality tungod sa result. Kini gihimo lang ni as a tool nga makatabang sa mga teachers during this pandemic time. So, kita og kinahanglan ta sa tabang naaman ang atong division office, guidance counselors makatabang nato kung unsa man gani ang mga ilang matabang para nato through the interventions and counseling. Katong gihatag ni Sir Nestor ganina nga mga hotlines nga pwede ninyo matawagan if in case you have problems and queries about mental health. Naguol ko nila kay murag na kuan sila.
Nakuan sila dito, may problema sila.
Ayaw, gumaw ka problema ni bitaw kung take it easy, relax.
Madok sa dagdag na diferensya. May mga itataglaing questions. Magpaabot tag mga questions, ma'am, kay some
Katong question ni Sir, katong isa. Personally, si Ma'am Maya tumalon ang mo tubag sa iyang question. Kaya akong gisendan sa link, kaya nangayo siya og link. Aron siya kuno personally mo tubag sa teacher nga nangutanag, are we obliged to take the examination?
Yeah, legal basis.
Pero ganina gihatag naman ni Ma'am Ruth ang rational, ang legal basis nganong mo take ta ana nga exam.
Okay na wala yung ano rin questions.
Okay na.
Posible sa
Closing.
Sabi na, legal basis ang basig. Baan sila mang gumagit ako puto para mag-okay.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Ma'am Almira and Sir Nestor. So to formally, since there are no more comments and questions, so to formally end this, let us listen to the closing statement from one of our dedicated master teachers, Miss Virginia Valiente. A virtual applause for her.
Wa ko andra ka na
Personal. Kana live. Dili on the version.
Leon Virgin. It's ano.
Kaya kay guardian. Iya bukol. Kaya kay guardian.
Hi. Hello. God is good. Okay, all the time, God is good.
Ito na lang ikan sa mga. Sige na.
Motherly School District Supervisor, Mrs. Isidora H. Odelia, active and energetic Hagna Central Elementary School Principal, Dr. Jocelyn S. Duyak, to all principals, school heads, master teachers, facilitators, and to all my fellow participants, good morning. We have learned so much from this virtual orientation on mental health management protocol. What I can only say is that let us be responsible with our mental health. Let us have positive thoughts at this time when the situation calls for strict adherence to health and safety protocols. Let us start thinking wellness, not illness. This orientation has come to end, but the inputs are never ending. Our mental health and well-being should be our number one priority. Nothing else is more important. Well, to the administrators, to all facilitators, participants, fellow teachers, thank you very much for your presence. Let us lend a helping hands as we maximize our potentials as educators, as we shape the minds of our future leaders. Let us all include in our prayers, my dear teachers, the world to heal so that everything will go back to normal. Please take care always. God bless us, our families, our people, our country, and our world. Before we end to close, everyone deserves a virtual applause. Thank you, everyone. I love you all. To God be all the glory. Mabuhay.
Universe.
Pang Miss Universe.
Ma'am, na ipahabog nga question. Ma'am, pwede na magamit sa requirements katong sa promotion? Ha?
Dili
Kay neuro man sila sa
Lahi nga ta.
Next na nun nila, masod sila. Gamiton.
Pang neuro.
Sila, dili sila kasunod.
Requirement of nice. Diferensya din sa mga kasod.
Hello, katong requirements para katong promotion nga before you can have your appointment na kada your exam. Lahi your exam, lahi po na yung personality assessment sa atong i-conduct sooner.
Okay, so thank you naman.
Okay, so thank you.
Basta sa mga.
Thank you, resource speakers, for the sharing of your expertise. Ilabi na Sir Nestor. Oh, starry ka.
Fun.
Napamalain.
Mga
Thank you,
naman,
resource speakers. Okay. Parehara man no, mga thank you.
Okay naman.
Okay.
Okay,
So
thank you.
thank you. I guess
Ma'am Elton.
thank you so much, Ma'am Ruth. Thank you, Ma'am Ruth, from Ma'am Eleuteria Imam. That's grabe. Thank you.
Nabi anonymous.
Napay Anonymous. Thank you, Ma'am Ruth. Kinsa kaning mga napasalamat.
Teacher, hala, anonymous.
Wala ba sila nagkuanog name?
Oh, nilagyan.
Gawa nila edit.
Sige.
So I guess that sums up everything. I and the team here sincerely appreciate your time and attention for this morning. So it has always been an honor to be among such accomplished individuals. Thank you, administrators, teaching and non-teaching personnel, the people behind this event, Ma'am BJ, our ICT, District ICT Coordinator, Ma'am Ruth, the speakers, Ma'am Ruth, Ma'am Almira, Sir Nestor, Sir Oliver. For the snacks,
Ma'am Faye.
delivers sa snacks, Ma'am Faye Marie, salamat. Ma'am Virgie, thank you, Ma'am, for the closing remarks. Kisa pa ba? And most of all, Sir Brian, hi Sir Brian, thank you. And to our listeners, our audience, thank you. And most of all, God for allowing things to happen. So I guess that's all. Keep safe and may God bless us all. Bye-bye. Announcement from Ma'am BJ.
Please watch DepEd Tayo Bohol Division for the PNPKI division-wide orientation at 1 o'clock. So please be there. Thank you.
Thank you. Hasta la
Alam,
vista.
basta di ko mahangman siya. Kaan ko ron.
Sir Nestor, salamat kayo.
Salamat kaayo.
Sir Ernest.
Salamat sa radyo.
Ang adal dito Sir Ernest, kaadyo.
Iyo, sir. And this is it, Marilyn Bertudaso. Thank you so much, speakers and everyone. Ang Pintanan and God bless. Thank you from Boktol Elementary School.
Oh, dapat anong Samsa.
Wait, ma'am, another question lagi ni. As an administrator, how would you apply this to your subordinates and helping them overcome such situation?
Itong intervention.
So, tagaan sila sa intervention plan, di ba na may plan?
The process may to ang basis for intervention.
The school heads will be given the consolidated personality assessment results sa tanang teachers, pero dili sabay teacher ang dominant nga result sa tibok school. So, hadto may basihan sa intervention plan nga himuon sa school head to his or her teachers.
Dili jud particular teacher.
Dili, one by one.
Dili makahabaw si school head kung ang domain ang total jud consolidated.
So, dili mahibawaan sa administrator kung kinsa particular kay i-leave.
So, kay mo si
I-left
administrator
man siya as kana confidential. Okay.
si administrator makakita sa katong iyang
Behavior.
behavior
Yan na siya mo nang one-on-one.
adjust yang makimeeting siya sa yang teachers niya.
Makiktok.
Makiktok siya.
Para mataga-intervention.
Based na, di ko dyan mo nga, bisan unsa lang. Kung unsa na sa intervention plan.
Adyo sa, katong basis sa intervention plan na.
Pero ang muhatag sa intervention plan kay ang mo kay ang mga
Itong guidance counselor.
guidance
License.
registered guidance counselor sa division office. I-coordinate lang nila ang mga school head.
Pwede na taga-referral aron makakuan sila sa guidance.
So sila sa division office sa mga sa kanang atong kapian eh.
Pwede mo ganun.
Dili. Consolidated na sa Tibok District. Ilang kayo, ilang ka.
Ito mo na.
So kini atong virtual lang
Dili sa pangutana pag yun na important ang mental health dili na dapat pangutana.
Kani, tawag na na.
Opo.